One of the most common questions I get is how to set up Etsy shipping. So I'm going to show you today how to set up shipping. There's two ways. You can do fixed or you can do calculated. So if you're a newer seller, you probably want to do calculated because Etsy will take the weight and size of the items that you're putting in the listing and use that to calculate the price and automatically charge the person the amount it should cost to purchase the shipping label, so you're not going to lose any money. If you're doing fixed costs, you can select whatever price you want, but you could lose money or you could charge the customer more than it actually costs, and it can get a little hairy that way. But both ways have their benefits, but I'm going to show you how to do both ways now. So if you go into the new listing, or into a new listing or even an existing listing, you can adjust this. This is the new listing form, which Etsy is switching to. So depending on when you're watching this, this may not even be an option anymore for you, but now you can still go to the old form, but that's going away. So I'm going to show you it in the new form. So it's broken out in tabs here. So we would go to the shipping tab and hit that, and it'll bring us right down to the shipping profile. So basically what you can do is you can add a weight and size here. And this is where the calculated shipping costs will basically automatically calculate. So we just do 8 ounces. This is the size of the packaging, not the size of the item. So however you're packaging it, we would put that in there. And then we could basically go and we would select profile. If you have a profile, you can save a profile, right? And apply it to as many listings as you want. So if you sell a lot of the same things, you would want to create a profile to make it easier for you and be able to easily select that profile when you're doing new listings. But for the first time, you obviously won't have any profiles created. You won't have any of these in here. So you would basically just do create new. And then here it is, calculated, boom. You would put your origin zip code in here. So obviously it knows where it's shipping from and then where it's shipping to, so it can calculate the price correctly. Processing time, this is important. Make sure to select the appropriate processing time. How fast are you shipping the item out? Usually a good time frame is 1 to 3 days. If you can do 1 to 2 days, that's good. 1 day is a little hard because every day you're gonna be shipping stuff out. So I would at least do 1 to 2 or 1 to 3. 3 to 5 and 5 to 7, that can get, people don't like that as much, but if you're making personalized stuff, people are going to understand it's going to take a little bit longer, but normally people want stuff shipped out as fast as possible. So the 1 to 3 days or 1 to 2 days is a good time frame. You can do a custom range as well, which is good. For example, if you don't want to use vacation mode, which could hurt you when it comes to SEO when you come back from vacation, you could do a custom range and just set the shipping out 1 to 2 weeks, and then put a message in your shop like, hey, I'll be out of town, or whatever you want to say for that time frame. So those orders will just stack up, and Etsy won't, when they purchase, Etsy gives an estimated delivery time that'll be factored in, so they'll know, okay, I'm not going to get this for 2 weeks. I've never had problems doing that, even though people do like getting stuff fast and people order stuff last minute. Hopefully they will see, usually they're looking at the processing times and expected delivery time, and then they won't order from you, but that's still better, I think, than using vacation mode and turning that off. That's up to you. So we'd select the processing time, and then here's where you'll ship. You can do United States only, worldwide, which is everywhere, or you can edit this to do specific countries, whatever you guys want to do there. Some countries are a problem. Some people don't want to mess with international because it can get a little tricky. Stuff gets lost, especially if you're doing very expensive stuff. You may just want to not just stick to the United States, because I've had stuff get lost. It's expensive. It becomes a problem. There is protection. Etsy does have protection up to $250, but if it's over that, you're going to get no protection if it's lost or something happens or it's damaged. And you would be able to hear, once you select if all countries or whatever you want to do here, then you would go and select the shipping services. So do you want to offer Priority Mail Express, Priority Mail First Class, which is Ground Advantage now. I don't know why they haven't updated that, but that's Ground Advantage. US Priority Mail. So these are all the options. I have them all selected because if you're doing calculated, the buyer is going to select which service they want and pay for whatever service they want. It's going to be calculated, so again, you're not going to have to worry about it, unless the only time you're going to have to worry about it is if you have some type of free shipping program in place where basically you're going to cover the shipping if they spend over a certain amount. Free shipping over $35 or more, or whatever, or you can set up a coupon code for free shipping over a certain amount. So that's the only thing to consider here when it comes to the shipping and the setup. Here you can set up select free domestic shipping, free international shipping, which I would never do free international shipping because international shipping costs a fortune. So don't do that. Handling fee, don't do that. That's just kind of shady. People hate where they get to the checkout, and obviously they know shipping is going to be a factor. But if you have a separate handling charge in there, that's shady. People don't like that, so I wouldn't do that. And then here, if you select this, you can save it as a profile and name your profile. So, example, if you sell candles and you want to do a shipping, you want to do a candle profile. So these are the specific options you offer for candles, and then maybe you offer something else. You could do a profile for that and kind of keep things organized, and then you would just save your profile and apply your profile. Now, to kind of go back, if we select fixed, remember I said you could do calculated or fixed. Fixed is a little bit more advanced because you got to make sure you're doing it the right way or you can lose money. You would do fixed, same thing, select the country, zip code, processing time you would select, and then here's where you set up your services. So you would select your services, USPS First Class, which is Ground Advantage. Again, they haven't updated it. What you'll charge, you can do fixed or free. So you would manually enter the item. So for one item, for an additional item, and then you would save it, and you can continue to add different services. So you can do first class for like $5. It's telling me I'm charging too much, but that's fine. And then shipping service for everyone else. This is where you can do international if you want. So, and then you can continue to add. So if I want to do, you can do international. We'll do fixed. We'll just do a cost here. And then that's our first, that's the normal shipping rate. And then we could do upgrades here. So you could do express, one day economy, custom, you can name it. So what I do is I'll have like Ground Advantage here as the normal rate. And then I'll do the upgrades. I'll do USPS priority, and then I'll do priority express. So I have two upgrade options. So that's where I like to do fixed cost, because you basically can change your processing times to faster and you charge them more money. So from a customer service perspective, you can ship stuff a lot. You can make a little bit of extra money, but also offer them a faster way to ship stuff out. And for my main shipping, I charge a little bit less than it normally costs, just to give them a little bit more enticement. So that's a thing that you can do. You can play around with fixed shipping costs like that. But again, you got to be careful because you can lose a lot of money if you're not doing it the right way. And if you're selling a bunch of different stuff, it becomes a lot harder to do fixed costs. But you could do different profiles for each group of item. If you're selling shirts, you could do a profile for that. If you're selling heavier items, such as like paintings or pictures or bricks, I don't know, you could do a shipping profile for that. So whatever you want to do there, but that's how you do that. You basically, I would save this as a profile. So I could set up calculated profiles. I could set up fixed shipping profiles and have a bunch of different profiles. And then when you're doing your listings, you can select your listings and apply whichever profile you're doing it, or you can just select from the drop down a profile that you want to add. Again, these will be profiles that you have already created, so you just apply this to your new listing and boom, you're good to go. You don't have to set up a new profile unless you want. So once you have it all set up, you're good. But that is how you set up the shipping profiles. And then from there, someone buys your item, they pay you whatever amount you have set, and then you would basically go into your listing, you would go into your orders dashboard, and then you would buy the actual shipping label from Etsy. You can buy postage elsewhere. Etsy offers you a discount. It's already integrated. It's very easy, but that is how you set up your shipping profiles.